I have to say that the squishy bag was one of my greater duct tape ideas. Originally, I made it for my son for his sensory issues, but all of my kids have enjoyed using them in the car and at church. You're going to need a few supplies other than just the usual duct tape and toolkit. You will need a vacuum sealer, a 10-inch long, 6-inch wide vacuum seal bag, and some kind of graffiti remover solvent. I used Crud Cutter brand because it said it was earth-friendly on the bottle, and I chose to believe it. I also have used Goo Gone though, and it works great. For the inside, you'll need really cheap hair gel in the color of your choice. You can add a little food coloring, and then whatever objects you need for your theme. I used 8 squishy dinosaurs, a bunch of foam beads and leaves, some bug erasers, and some glass stone deals I thought would look like volcanic rock. Next time though, I'll use about half this amount of everything and it will be plenty. I definitely recommend using a stretchy animal of some kind because they slip around really well inside the gel, which is sort of the point of the whole project. So the first thing that we want to do is double seal the end of our bag. Start at about 3/4 of an inch from the end of the bag and then repeat at another 1/2 inch away. You want to do this unless you're really into cleaning up gel off your kid's lap, which is what happened with the first squishy bag I had, which was just in a basic zip top sandwich bag. Now I'm pulling a 10-inch length of tan tape, which I'll overlay with the clear and green foliage looking tape to add a little bit of character to the base of my volcano. Freehand your background, staying about in the middle of the tape. I was going for a free rolling hills type of look. Now I'm going to lay out 3 10-inch strips of brown, putting my tan foliage layer at the bottom when I'm done. Whenever I've done an overlay or a cutout, I like to cover the entire project with clear duct tape to prevent any peeling up while it's being used. Peel it up from the mat and cover the back sticky sides together. Sketch out a volcano and cut it out. Wipe off any excess wet erase marker. Then place inside of your bag and trim it so that there is about an inch, 1.5 inches at the end of the bag. Now we're going to fill the bag with gel. You'll want to stick the gel clear down in the bottom to try and avoid getting any sticky stuff at the top that will interfere with your sill. Fill it up about 3 to 4 inches, then slide the volcano behind the gel. Add all of your things that you're putting inside the bag for your theme and squish it down. The goal is to get as much air out as possible. Wipe down and dry, then double seal as we did before. To remove the markings on the bag, pull out your graffiti remover solvent and use it according to package directions. Wipe it off and then wash and dry. Alright, we're almost done. Now we just need to actually cover the squishy bag with duct tape. Start as we did with our first volcano, adding our second half of the foliage strip. Sketch out your volcano, but this time cut the volcano out first. Then I laid out 2 strips of yellow and overlaid it with the red and white plaid tape that I had on hand. Lay it on top of the squishy bag, and then wipe off the excess wet erase and put on the volcano. It was about at that point that I decided that since there was a little yellow showing, I might as well add some yellow around the actual volcano. So I peeled it off and then just left about a 1/2 inch of yellow showing around the actual volcano. Alright, that's basically it. Now we're just going to border it. You want to squish the gel up so that you have as flat a surface as possible. You do want your tape to overlap just slightly on the front as you're doing your sides, so that you're not showing the white of your duct tape, you're showing just the gel. Add your scraps to your deco ball and you are done. Alright, so here's our finished product. You can see how crowded it is in there and that you really can get away with using less. And of course our beautiful volcano on the back. This is one of the more challenging ones I made a few years ago. I used hardly any gel and then one of those puppet foam kits from the craft store for the inside. Ocean theme complete with the Please Don't Litter Coke cup inside the bag, and then there's the back. Here's one for the older kids. I dyed the gel black, added stretchy body parts, and about 1/3 cup of poly pellets. Thanks for watching, Duckos, and be sure to visit artdeco.com for more fantabulous projects to make out of duct tape.